Alright. So, it's a little disorienting, but we have ourselves an airlock that we need to get to over there, and a little bit of a unique situation here, where we're just walking around this environment in which...
No wonder the Quarians were having trouble. That ship is enormous.
It is 30% larger than an Alliance Dreadnought.
Oh. Great. So they're stronger than us, is what you're saying? Or at least they might be. But yeah, this... Oh.
Tally, you're gonna like the view.
Better than a vid?
Much.
It's Rannoch. And for hundreds of years, what is it, like 300 years, the Quarians have been away from their... driven off from their homeworld, trying to find a way to get back to it, and this might be the first time many of them are seeing it firsthand. So definitely sights to be seen. This is like a rotating platform here where you can go up, you can go down, you can spin around. Very cool. Oh, is snag? Perhaps? Little snag. Is that the sound of Shepard's feet? No, apparently not. That is the sound of the weapons firing.
The lack of gravity is a little disorienting.
The Dreadnought has artificial gravity. You should be okay once you're on board.
Until then, I'll make do with mag boots.
Hey, take your time, Commander. We're fine until they, look out a window.
Geth don't have windows.
Remember? Structural weakness.
Like the Geth are just sitting there saying, those organics would never try the no windows thing twice.
Also, for what it's worth, if that is supposed to be the weapons of the two squads firing against each other, then sound doesn't travel in space. Oh. Fortunately, Shepard does. Enough so to make it across that thing.
Looks like the rest of the team isn't using the docking tube.
So I'm guessing you'd rather not solo the Dreadnought.
Not if I can help it. Ask Tally to get on the Dreadnought schematics. If she can point me at another docking tube, I'll override the controls and let the boarding party on.
Okay. So, don't mind us as we just casually pop on up here. What is it that it's currently active that's making our cooldown so long? I'm not sure, but I don't think we have anything that we really need to activate right now. Also, for what it's worth, this music right here is the background music for Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. I'm quite familiar with it, indeed. Drop down here? Oh. Guess so. I guess so. What do we have here? Smart gun choke. Smart gun, shotgun smart choke. That's English. And whatever the heck this is. But yeah, that's the increased accuracy mod for shotguns, which is actually one of, arguably, the most important shotgun mod. It's giving me such strong Mass Effect 3 multiplayer vibes right now. Right over here. Okay, that looks like our door. Anything else? Oh, here, yeah, let's just take a step out onto this precarious looking platform. What could possibly go wrong? Right? What could possibly go wrong? Okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's see, can we? I don't remember where we came up from. Did we get everything over here? Did I miss something? Is this anything? Looks like it would be. Or this? Oh no, this is where we were. Okay, no, this is the ground level. What am I saying? We were looking at that. My bad. Okay. There's nothing over there in the creepy precipice? Apparently not. Oh, we do need to cross this precipice. That isn't anything, I suppose? That doesn't sound good.
I found another airlock. I think we're good to go.
Great. If you override the controls, we'll be right there.
Okay. If you say so. Out of curiosity. Yeah, it's probably over there, right? But that means there's gotta be something here, right? Got some Geth data to salvage. That was probably just enough monies that we could have purchased the shotgun that we would have very much liked to have had for both of our current squad mates. That's okay. After this mission, we'll have enough, I'm sure. Okay, there are the docking controls. Anything else up here? Doesn't look like it. Let's use them.
Got it. You're clear to board. Any trouble, Commander? All quiet so far. They haven't detected us yet.
Kind of surprising, to tell you the truth.
Thank you for having me over.
Well, I don't actually know where I'm going.
I'll see what I can do. In the meantime, take a look at this. There, it's open. We're clear to go.
Don't know how she did that, but make sure you pick this up here, the arc pistol, because it is a new pistol, and it is one of, in fact, arguably the best pistols, in fact, you could even make the case, weapons, on the whole, in the entire game. It is amazingly powerful. I'm not necessarily sure it's one that we are going to want to use with our build, although you could almost no situation in which it's bad. Talk about it a little bit. It is basically, it's almost like a pistol sniper of sorts. You charge up a little bit, and, well, you can either fire it without charging, and it deals relatively low damage, in which case it can fire quickly, though. However, if you hold it down, the fire button, it can charge up, deal it very high damage in that case. It is slow firing, though, in that situation. And that for that reason, it's a little bit like a sniper rifle, and because it has a very high multiplier for hitting enemies in the head, higher than, I believe, most other weapons, so for all those reasons, it's kind of like a sniper in the form of a pistol. So, I don't think we will equip it, but it is really good.
It's Admiral Zen's design. It
Oh.
transmits an energy pulse on contact that disrupts shields and synthetics.
That'll be handy.
It is.
The right tool for the job. Time to kick some synthetic ass.
It is good for shields as well, which is, of course, what we're expecting to run into if we are going to run into Geth, which this is a Geth Dreadnaught, so probably is going to be the case, but we also have the Acolyte, which has a 500% damage multiplier against shields,
So
so that should also work well.
We're looking for an operations center. I can disable the Reaper command signal from there.
Where's the closest one?
Past their defense network and through a sensor cluster.
Okay. It's apparently over there. Alrighty. Before we forget, let's make sure we have our teammates on the weapons we'd like for them to be using. Yeah, I think we probably do want Telly to be on the Scorpion primarily and James the Typhoon primarily. Let's have James, though, activate his incendiary ammo. That's going to be useful for everyone, because he does have the squad ammo. One of the few people that we have who has done that. Garrus. Garrus went the selfish route and just did it for himself. And let's make sure we're actually on the weapons we want, though. Might not be the most effective of the ammo types against Geth specifically, because fire tends not to do that much against synthetics or against shields. Here is a sniper rifle enhanced scope, so better accuracy for the snipers. Is there anything else over here? This looks important. Guardian battery?
That's their Guardian system. They're using ultraviolet frequencies, not infrared. That's a lot more expensive and a lot more powerful.
When the fleet rushed the Dreadnaught, those lasers carved right through our ships.
You okay?
I will be. Thanks.
Okay. Of course, this is an enemy that Tali and the Quarians, on the whole, have been fighting a whole lot as of late. Okay. I did not mean to do that, but sure. Let's keep our eyes and ears peeled. Any trouble with the Geth here? Bridge controls. Looks like that's our way down. Or
Think I
across.
found that hull breach you mentioned.
Admiral Geralt tried a frontal assault. We lost 6 frigates. That tiny hole was the only damage we did.
I wouldn't call it tiny. Not the way you'd have done it.
No, it was
Not the way you'd have done it.
no, it was too aggressive. I argued, but as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet, it was ultimately his decision.
It's a little weird how she's talking via comm when she's right next to us.
Zen backed the invasion, largely as a chance to test her toys. Ron gave provisional support. Only Chorus opposed the war with me, and he was right. We could lose the whole fleet, Shepard.
We'll get your people out of here safely.
Okay. Yeah, the Quarians might be in a little bit over their heads here. That's what it sounds like.
Watch out! Geth incoming!
And there had to be Geth at some point in this mission, right? I mean, that Geth is asking to be grabbed right now, which is taking every ounce of will in my body not to run up right now and try to grab him. There is a rocket trooper back there. That is probably one of the ideal targets for a sabotage, because now it will be attacking its teammates. There's one of the explosions, I think, from James' Typhoon, and I think that's going to be happening a lot. So, oh, we should probably activate his fortification. So that rocket trooper, I believe, has just destroyed all of the opposing Geth, and I believe what can happen is that if a sabotaged enemy does not have any enemies left to shoot at, it may choose to start attacking you, so we should destroy this thing now. And Tally's still on cooldown with her stuffs, so we don't have great options against yet. We can also activate our defense matrix if we'd like to. I am kind of curious to see how significantly that hinders our recharge speed. So against shields, we don't have too many options. We can prime with warp, and it may have realized now that we are after it. Once Tally is able to energy drain it, that will be key. Okay, there we go. Now James is firing at it as well, and down it goes. So yeah, it does seem like James still has a lot of damage, even against shields. That's a good sign. Oh, there's more friends, though. There's more friends, though.
Where'd they come from?
I don't know, it is a Geth Dreadnaught, so, like, they gotta be here somewhere. They're the basic enemies, though. Also, we should totally have Ellie's drones up.
An alarm.
There's Geth! They sent alert to every unit on this.
This is true.
We need to get to the operations center before they box us in.
It's definitely slower recharge time. But if we're... Basically, I think the deal is going to be that with the defense matrix active, it's just going to be a little bit more of a slow and steady playstyle, a little more deliberate, that when we do and don't pop out of cover. Not going to be the basically instantaneous combos that we were pulling off previously. And so slower, but in return we're gaining passive defenses and the ability to recharge our shields when needed. Let's save, because I don't think we've saved yet on the Dreadnaught. Yes, that is also Geth. Just that one trooper? I mean, if so...
Net worse intelligence. As we kill them, their attacks become more aggressive.
Okay, and so we would again like to have Telly's drones active, but from this range it might not matter that much. Let's prioritize sabotaging the rocket trooper again.
What do you think, Commander?
Let's sabotage him, that's what I think.
Then take them down before they recharge.
Okay, I don't think you're primed. You're also the hacked one. Sabotage one, technically. Oh no, it's still shooting at other enemies back there. So that's good. If you guys could, like, take cover, though, that'd be nice. Okay, now it's interested in us, except Sabotage 1 dead? Sabotage 1 might be dead now? I think the Sabotage 1 is now dead. Okay. All of these things are Mass Effect 3 multiplayer musics. Okay. So presumably, yep, we're headed in that direction. However, I think there might be some more surprises in store for us here. We can try activating Tally's drones when we're not actively in combat, but most of them will automatically despawn. At least the defense drone will automatically despawn when we are not in combat. There you see the little explosion. Here's the defense drone. Will it stick around with us? Maybe it will. Not for long, though. Okay, so... deliberately proceeding with caution here. Reasons that may soon become apparent. Not technically sure if it happens just yet. But there is reason to be cautious here. Or technically, if not yet, then there soon will be. Might only happen once we go through that door. Well, there's Geth data for us to salvage. For some monies, so that's good. Okay. Okay, where'd you go? Here you are. Like I said, technically speaking, we should proceed with caution. Also, a helmet for us to pick up, that's cool. And a signal console.
Look, the signal's hitting all Geth processes. The Reapers have them completely under control.
We've tried jamming it, hacking it, and piggybacking garbage data to corrupt it. Nothing worked.
Okay. Not seeing the thing that I'm concerned about right now. Which is odd. Don't know if we've just been really lucky missing it, or what. Network console?
Why do we need to find the operations center? Wouldn't any access console do?
No. Anything we do here, the Geth could counter. Too many fault checks and redundancy levels for what we need to do.
Okay. We gotta cut straight to the core, it seems. Oh, a pulse rifle is a new weapon. It's an assault rifle. We, in fact, did see the pulse rifle as an option in Mass Effect 1 and possibly Mass Effect 2 as well. It is, well, high rate of fire, very accurate, relatively light, but low damage is basically the deal. So, we are not currently interested in it, but generally, I don't really hold it in very high regard. I don't think many people lean on it as a primary source of damage. Maybe for a power-based build, where you're more concerned about the weight, but, or like using ammo powers to prime stuff.
The Dreadnaught Operations Center is just ahead.
Good. Let's get the Reaper signal and get the fleet out of here.
We're not alone. Those are hunters. Okay, so now we have what might be potentially the most difficult encounter, one of the most difficult encounters in this mission. Because we have a bunch of hunters. We've not really seen them yet, but they are tricky because they have the cloaks, they'll rush us down, and then they'll hit us with shotguns point blank, and they deal a lot of damage when they do so. So if we can target them, which usually is hard to do, but we might be able to here. Oh, that hit the freaking wall right in front of us. That would be great to make it so that they can't hit us. That's not gonna hit them. I can see the one right here. Oh, there's one right next to James. James, why are you way up there? It's right next to James. Hopefully that helped him. But now it is shieldless, which means it can be targeted by abilities. So we will try to bail him out here. I'm making this one go boom. And then, Tally, if you could, like, actually hack this one, that would be lovely. Thank you. Might have even got that Geth Trooper as well. So the sabotaged enemies will have that sort of orange tinge to them, the orange outline. There's also... It must be a hunter over here. I don't see... Oh, I do see it. I do see it. Yeah, it's cloaked. It's moving in on Tally, trying to flank Tally. See if we can... Ooh. So we got flanked by this hunter. It got rid of our shields in one hit, which is why we have things like Defense Matrix. Get our shields back when these guys rush us down for this exact purpose. And this is when we launch cluster grenades to deal with enemies that are right on top of us like this. And thank you, James. Fortunately, this one is not really cloaked, but point taken. And the fire damage seems to have gotten rid of him.
That console is operational.
Okay. We did use a couple grenades there. Not often that we've done that, but that's the exact situation they're there for. If someone is right next to you, you just need to get them off of you. This is the thing that I was concerned about before, but we just didn't see it. Trip mines. Might be kind of hard to hit with the Acolyte, but the Hurricanes should be able to do it more effectively. Excuse me. Or alternatively, maybe even a Shockwave. Blow them up, because they will deal damage to you if you step on them. That's why I was walking on eggshells before. Probably more of them as well.
Look at how much data the Dreadnought central processor is handling.
I think it's handling in...
We need to hurry! My people are getting torn apart out there!
Well, okay. Yes. Point taken. There's your grenades over there as well. Those would be nice right about now. I just also want to make sure that we aren't about to step on another trip mine. Because there's one right there. Just ammo? That's just ammo. No grenades? That one definitely does have grenades, though. Just don't want to, like, hop over this onto a trip mine. I don't know how much damage the trip mines do, but I feel like it's better to play it safe for now. That's 1 grenade. We use 2. I mean, it's better than nothing, right? And that's our spot. But we should also put back on our defense matrix. Okay. Looks like it's over here. Trip mine? Question mark? Geth data to salvage for more monies. That looks like the console in question. However, we have an SMG scope as well. I feel like there would have been more trip mines over here. Famous last words, of course. But we might be good now? Okay. Let's save, because that was a tricky encounter that we just did, and my guess is the Geth aren't done with us yet.
Damn it! They've locked down the Reaper signal. We can't shut it down from here in the operations center.
Okay.
There! The Reaper signal's coming from the drive core.
So if we get there, we shut it down?
Right, but how do we get there? The Geth have sealed emergency bulkheads to block us off. We need a route to the drive core that can't be blocked. A path that runs the length of the ship.
What about the main battery? It runs right by the drive core.
That could work.
But
The Geth still have us locked in here. We need to get these doors open. They've locked high-level processes. We need something basic. A ship-wide emergency, like a fire.
what about the heat diffusion system?
Wait, if I faked a thermal warning, it would open all maintenance tubes for emergency venting.
Would that override the lockdown?
Yes. Okay, I've got it primed. But be ready. I'm reading hostile Geth on the other side of the doors.
Oh. You sure are. Okay, so we are far from done here. Let's see if we can quickly get Allie's defense drone and combat drone up. Be cloaked hunters as well? Yeah, I bet there probably are, to be honest with you. Oh, I see them coming down this side over here. Oh, we are on the other weapon. Don't know if we hit those hunters that were trying to flank us enough to remove their cloaks. There's also a hunter right there. Okay. We should break that. James is getting hammered by hunters over here. We will hit like so. And then Tally, I think you should sabotage these ones. There we go. This one is still flying. It is dead, though, from the singularity and other damage sources. Basic trooper over there, it seemed. Ones that we sabotaged might be dead. Oh, there's another hunter coming down this flank. Hold on. Oh. I'm waiting for you. I know you're there. There you are. Okay. So, yeah, the Acolyte is really good against Geth and is, in many ways, one of the key things that has made it so that we are able to deal with what would otherwise be one of our greatest weaknesses. The shields are not our friend.
Let's get to the maintenance shaft before more reinforcements arrive.
Okay, let's just load up real quick. Need to spend some ammos. Okay. And let's save again after that encounter. Those hunters, they're tough, man. They'll get you. Okay. Now we're looking to get out that way. Again, let's keep an eye out for the trip mines, so that they hopefully do not explode directly on top of us. Of course, we cleared out this spot previously. Should be pretty good, at least until we get up here. Not seeing any. Okay. Not sure. We might be trip mine free
This
from here on
ship
out.
design is almost Quarian, but not quite. It's meant for synthetics, not organics.
Reminds me of that collector ship I blew to hell. Shouldn't be too much farther to the main battery.
And
I
yes-
appreciate what you're doing here, Shepard.
Oh.
Well, I care deeply about the Quarian people.
It's good to be back on the Normandy.
Let me know if it's too quiet for you to sleep, and I'll find you someplace louder. Okay, what am I missing?
Shepard and Tally became physically intimate during their fight against the Collectors.
Too much information.
Thanks, Edie.
Edie?
It is true. But, yes, you did hear James speak correctly when he said, like, when he destroyed a collector ship, that is what he did in Paragon Lost. I won't speak more to it in case you have not seen it yourself, but it is worth checking out. Paragon Lost, the animated movie. Are we close enough to do that? We might not be close enough to do that. Excuse me? Right, there we go. Okay. Hello? Is there anybody in here? Just nod if you can hear me. Don't think there's anyone home. We're good. Come on, team. Yeah, we still have our defense matrix up right now, right? Yeah, we do. Okay, cool. Is there anything over here loot-wise, but not catching anything at the moment? I think we're good. Okay. Come on, squad.
Damn it. Priority message. A planetary defense cannon just took down Admiral Chorus's ship.
That's not good.
Survivors?
They got to escape pods, and I've got Admiral Ron trying to establish a secure link.
Put her through.
Shepard, this is Ron. The heavy fleet is collapsing. I don't know how much longer we can hold out.
We'll have the Reaper signal deactivated shortly, Admiral.
Don't worry about it, Admiral. We got it covered. Don't think I've seen any trip mines recently, so that's good. Okay. That's where we're headed. Before we do, we've got a med kit for a little bit of experience out of curiosity. We're kinda close-ish to leveling. Okay. Let's go. That doesn't sound good. And that's because we are about to enter what I believe is the most significant portion of this mission. You watch this real quick. Hold on. It'd be kind of good if it didn't go all that regularly, but you saw it right as we were first opening that door. I think it will go again. That is an electromagnetic pulse, the likes of which you might be about to see for Holly and James.
Sure thing.
Will wipe your shields if you are not in cover. So for that reason, it's important to be in cover and or
Watch the shockwaves!
to have a way to get shields back quickly, because well, it will decimate your shields. So that's the thing. So yes, watch the shockwave. And that's why...
We should be okay if we stay in cover.
Exactly. That's why I was making the point before of making sure we had either defense matrix or energy drain for this mission. For it. You can hear the sound effect, and then obviously you can see it. And let's make our move.
More incoming.
This was not a good idea, though. Perhaps advance a little too aggressively here. So let's sabotage as many of these guys as we possibly can. And let's have James carnage that guy to knock him back. And then also, are we about to get hit by the blast? There's Hunter over there as well. Right next to this guy. James, if you could just, like, do that. And, like, also that. Because you did start to hit a Hunter to the point where I think it might have gotten sucked into the singularity. You can just barely see its outline right there. And yes, so now it should be shieldless, which means it can be targeted by stuff. But still not loving where they are standing right now. It's a little closer than I would like them to be. There's also theoretically someone like right there. Yeah? James is running out of grenades. It's not good. But, hold on, wait for it. Yeah, that Hunter is getting drawn into the singularity. So that's good for us. Or, oh, this Hunter, which we might be able to grab if he gets closer. But we had to. It had to be done. Should be dead. Oh, hello, other Geth trooper. Where the heck did you come from? Okay. Well, ow. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? James? Thank you. So they're coming up. Oh, is there a place where they can flank right behind us? Right here? I think there is. Excuse me, we were in cover. Rude.
We need to shut it down!
There's more of them coming as well. I'm not love. Obviously, we extended ourselves way too much. Should not have gone this far forward. I got a little excited, little eager, once the whole shield stripping stuff happened, and well, see, the thing is now, like, we can't even see anything from here. Not good. Rocket trooper there. That's maybe the one that we're kind of seeing the show up the closest on our radar, and these guys are further back. If we could sabotage you, that would be kind of amazing. Allie, please and thank you. Really sabotaging any of them right now. This guy is gonna flank us any second now. We might even want to preemptively first aid to get back to full HP. It's a rocket trooper as well. I don't like that. Oh, we don't have defense matrix up? That's also not good. Tally, if you could, like, hit this guy and hit this guy hard, and then we'll blow him up. Okay, at least that one is gone. There's a lot right here, though. Oh, boy. So remember the part where I said we kind of overextended ourselves? We kind of overextended ourselves big time. We're gonna have to hit this guy as well. That missed. And that missed badly. I don't know how. That's missed, but we still have. I want to say that's a rocket. Well, can we tell what kind of enemy that is? Somebody is right on top of us on the other side of this, and you are about to try to hit us with a rocket. So we just really want to get out of this spot, but there's just not a great time to do that. Can you get sabotage, please? Immediately? Okay, we fell back a bit. Thankfully. I am, kinda can't believe that we got out of that situation where they were all spawning right on top of us. It was a little nerve-wracking. We hopefully bought ourselves a little more time, but we are now out of all of our grenades of every variety, which does kind of stink. So, let's not get hit by this, preferably. I would appreciate if you did not dodge all of our abilities as well. Throw is a little bit faster, so there's a better chance of actually hitting them with it. The Geth are rather good at dodging biotic projectiles, which is rather frustrating at times. We did get you this time. This is about to boom, isn't it? By this, I mean the ship, not our biotic abilities, but those went boom as well. Okay, at least we have a much, much safer distance now. Kelly, if you could, like, combat trail these guys, actually, to get them out of cover, that's another thing that's definitely good for. Singularity doesn't really work when they're shielded like that, but we can prime with warp if we actually hit them, that is. You are closer than I realized. You are a rocket trooper, which is a little bit concerning. James, if you could, like, focus on that guy, and then, I mean, Tally, you could sabotage that guy, but what if you sabotage that guy instead? And just proceeded to cause lots of trouble? See, now we're making progress. That's what we were trying to do all along. There's a hunter back there as well, for what it's worth. You can kind of see him float, but it's also the drone is starting to do stuff there as well. And that's a basic trooper, which... Ellie, why don't you just, like... I don't think you have your defense drone on right now, so you just take a brief moment while we attempt to hit this guy with singularities. We do have... Okay, defense matrix back on. That's good. What just happened? I attempted to warp that guy. It did not work so well. And instead, Shepard decided, oh, I don't really need to be in cover anyway. There's someone who's apparently right on top of us. This rocket trooper is apparently right on top of us. Unfortunately, I don't think that the environment gets rid of their shields. That hunter is also pretty close. I believe you are currently on fire, so yes, that means warp will detonate that fire. It's coming from James's ammo effects. That may have been the last of them, dare I say. And I do say, dare I say, because, well, we had some spawn on top of us unexpectedly several times there. I do think the ship is still going to do this. Wait for it. We do still need to be cautious. We can't save right now. Whoa.